Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. We are live here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and your eyes are not deceiving you. That is the return of the boss, Sasha Banks. She returned last night at Survivor Series, and it sure seems like she plans on being back for a long, long time. She left well over a year. There was a lot of backstage politics and whatnot, but Sasha Banks seems like she has got everything resituated. Sounds like Triple H is the main reason why Sasha Banks has returned to WWE. And it didn't take long for Sasha Banks to get a brand because Shawn Michaels gave her a really big deal to get her signed here to Monday Night Raw. And we'll see what the boss has to say to us right here right now. I would like to thank Shawn Michaels for getting the deal done quickly last night. I did have brief conversations with Adam Pearce on NXT and also JBL from SmackDown, but I have some business I do need to attend to here on Monday Night Raw, and it just feels right signing to Monday Night Raw. And now my sights are set on the Royal Rumble in just 4 weeks. Last time I was actually in the Royal Rumble match, it was down to me and Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte would toss me over the top rope to where I wouldn't be able to have a major championship matchup there at WrestleMania. But this year, it changes, and it starts at Royal Rumble. But let me get one thing perfectly clear. I don't care who it is, if it's champion or not champion here on Monday Night Raw. If I have to show you that I have not lost a step, I will gladly do it. Veteran, rookie, whoever it is on this roster, I will gladly show everyone that it is boss time here on Raw. And one last thing before I head out for the night here on Monday Night Raw. I did see what Bayley did in that triple threat matchup at Survivor Series. She did anything that she had to walk out victorious, and love to see that from Bayley, this different side of Bayley. And with Bayley being in action in this triple threat matchup to start off Monday Night Raw, I'm going to keep my eyes glued to that monitor backstage. I still can't believe that we have Sasha Banks here on Monday Night Raw. Welcome back to WWE, Sasha Banks. It's a shame she had to leave in the first place to get everything situated with her, but we are glad to have Sasha Banks back here, especially here on Monday Night Raw. It just deepens the Raw women's division, and it sounds like she'll keep an eye on this big matchup here tonight, as this is Alexa Bliss taking on Bianca Belair, taking on Bayley for this Women's World Championship. We all know about the long storied rivalry between Bianca Belair and Bayley, but now we're throwing in a little bit of a twist here with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair earning this opportunity after having a great weekend there at not only Survivor Series but at NXT TakeOver. Alexa Bliss ending up picking up a massive win, part of that Women's War Games matchup this previous weekend. So Shawn Michaels gave the opportunity to Bianca and Alexa Bliss for this Women's World Heavyweight Championship matchup. And there she is, Alexa Bliss, ladies and gentlemen, former Women's Champion on Monday Night Raw. Not a former World Champion, but she has been a former Raw Women's Champion here in the series. And now this is going to be a hard-hitting matchup, ladies and gentlemen, especially with everything being on the line. Not only is the Women's World Championship on the line, but obviously you get the Royal Rumble coming up pretty fast in just 4 weeks' time. So everybody is going to be jockeying for position to really figure out, hey, what can I do to earn myself a better pick in this Royal Rumble? What can I do to come out number 30? And definitely not number 1. What do I got to do? Well, not only just win matches, but just continue to build up momentum. We'll see how it goes in this massive women's triple threat matchup. This is a massive night. This is one of our newest additions to Monday Night Raw. It's called Day 1 Raw. It's going to be a great week of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, as there is your Women's World Champion. You heard Sasha Banks mention it, that we saw Bayley defeat Tiffany Stratton, and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, it seemed like she was moments away from walking out victorious, but Bayley threw Jade Cargill out of the ring long enough so that Bayley could pin Tiffany Stratton. Certainly that's basically stealing the victory away from Jade Cargill, but you know, a win is a win, especially everything was perfectly legal in that matchup. And we'll see how Bayley will be faring. Will she be 100%, or will any of these women honestly be 100% walking into this matchup? And will this be the last time we see Bayley as the Women's World Champion tonight? Will Bianca Belair once again become Women's World Champion, or will Alexa Bliss get her first taste of women's gold here in a very long time here? I can't wait for this matchup to get started tonight. We have a lot to address tonight here on Monday Night Raw. We got plenty of intriguing action. We have 2 more championship matches and even a fatal 4-way matchup later on tonight to determine who faces off with Gunther at the Royal Rumble. That will be your main event later on tonight, and we'll be talking about that more throughout the night as well, as there's Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Bayley. These women look like they're ready. The referee has officially started the matchup. Here we go. Look at Bianca going to kick us off with some good old strength there, taking down Alexa Bliss, and the champion going to take her time. She realizes she doesn't necessarily have to come right out of the gate, but it's all just about timing in this matchup. Always having eyes behind your head in key moments. And all these women have won championship gold in the series, so certainly they all know how to win the big one. Can Bayley keep up her momentum? I mean, certainly she's recently lost a member of Damage Control, that being Io Sky. Dakota Kai is still in her corner right now, and as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, you got Io Sky and Kairi Sane working together. Look at that friendship of those women working together. What a powerbomb maneuver there. And Alexa Bliss, look at that, keeping those eyes behind her head, keeping her head on a swivel, able to take out Bayley, and now going to look to take out Bianca. Alexa Bliss looking great right here, right now, here on Raw. So a little bit of a brief partnership here in this matchup. You may see this quite a bit in these matches just to take out the champion, as now Alexa Bliss with that big haymaker here. And Bayley said after Survivor Series that, you know, she would put her sights back on Kairi Sane and Io Sky, but right now it seems like she's going to be in a fight of her life right now, just trying to keep that Women's World Championship right around her waist. Uh-oh, look at Alexa Bliss. What's Miss Bliss thinking now? Oh no, not the hair. Oh no, standing on the hair. Perfectly legal in this triple threat matchup, but she eats a brutal clothesline for her efforts. But tonight, like we mentioned, we have 2 more big-time championship matches, one of them being for the United States Championship, as it will be Bronson Reed defending his United States Championship against Tommaso Ciampa. Also later on tonight, we're going to have ourselves a Tag Team Championship matchup where it will be LWO's Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio going to be taking on D-Generation X, Braun Breaker, and Big E for those Raw Tag Team Championships, as well as your main event. It may not be a championship matchup as a chokeslam STO takedown from Alexa Bliss there, but we have ourselves a massive Fatal 4-Way elimination matchup. So it's not one of those matches where you have to get the pinfall or submission right away. You can take your time in this matchup, but it is a Fatal 4-Way elimination matchup where the winner will go on to face the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther at the Royal Rumble. So that is bound to get crazy and hectic tonight in that main event. That main event will be Logan Paul, Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, and CM Punk. We saw at Survivor Series that Logan Paul would pick up the win over Team SmackDown. CM Punk allowing Logan Paul to pick up the victory as he flew off the top of the cage. Absolutely craziness ensued at that pay-per-view. A lot of shocking moments, certainly. Judgment Day surviving their Judgment Day surviving their massive War Games matches Saturday and Sunday. Absolutely, just you cannot predict that, especially as a avalanche Bayley to belly to Bianca. Is this it? Can she steal it? Oh my goodness, so close. Alexa Bliss almost realizing her opportunity to win the Women's World Championship going out the window there. And Alexa Bliss, it seems like she keeps going to the well, but this actually might help. She's now standing on the hair again there of Bayley. That is not going to be feeling too good for Bianca or Bayley if they continue to just get their hair pulled out. Certainly it's not going to feel good for Bianca with her braids and everything. Let's look at the strength and power of Bianca Belair. Going to toss her up, and down goes. Oh, and now wait, Bayley now, out of nowhere, stomping her with that big maneuver. That has to be it. 2, 3, and again, Bayley has survived. Again, that is your Women's World Champion, ladies and gentlemen. It does not matter if it's out of her hands with the 33.3% chance to win this. She just stomps her into the ground with that maneuver. Good matchup, but Bayley retains. And what is it going to look like for Bayley on the road to the Royal Rumble? We know she said she had her sights on Kairi Sane and Io Sky, but what does Bayley have in store here on the road to the Rumble? Hey champ, up here. Massive win, surviving Alexa and Bianca. It just seems like you have Bianca Belair's number, but someone's number you don't have? That is mine. So I'm going to issue a challenge for the Royal Rumble, Bayley. You put that Women's World Championship on the line, and you face me one-on-one at the Royal Rumble. So what do you say, champ? Pirate Princess versus the role model Bayley. What do you say? Let's get it done. And I can show you who the better woman is, the best woman in the world. It is not you, Bayley. Let's see if you really can have the cojones to accept my challenge. You want to face me at the Royal Rumble? Oh, you do not know what you are in store for, Kairi. It's going to be an easy payday for me, so you know what? I'll accept your challenge. Kairi Sane versus Bayley for the Women's World Championship at the Royal Rumble. I accept. But I do have a little surprise for you, Kairi. Wow, what a match we are going to have for the Royal Rumble. Kairi Sane versus Bayley. Bayley saying she has a surprise for Kairi Sane, and it looks like it's Sasha Banks, the newest member to Monday Night Raw. And we just saw moments ago here live on Raw, and Sasha Banks bringing the attack, the boss fight to Kairi Sane here. And look at Sasha Banks just bringing the fight here to Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane, she's tapping out, but it doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean much at all. This is an actual matchup. And now Banks coming right after Kairi Sane. This seems like this was a damn setup from the beginning. As now Banks working on that left knee. Come on. An all-out brutal assault by Miss Boss Time herself, Sasha Banks. Oh no, Sasha now. Oh, this ain't gonna end well. Ain't gonna end well for somebody. Boom, no! Right on the steel chair, come on. You should know to expect the unexpected, Kairi Sane. And since I'm with Bayley, we are issuing a challenge to you and Io Sky next week in a tag team match. We'll see you guys next week. It's boss time, baby. And now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your second championship matchup of the night. We just witnessed Bayley retaining her world championship by defeating Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss. But then we would see Kairi Sane come out and challenge Bayley. Bayley would accept, but Bayley said, hey, I got a surprise for you. And we saw what that surprise was. That was Sasha Banks, who we saw earlier on to open up Monday Night Raw, attacking Kairi Sane. And Sasha Banks would lay out the challenge. And I'm being told right now it is official. Shawn Michaels has signed it to be official for next week. It will be Sasha Banks and Bayley teaming up together to take on the team of Io Sky and Kairi Sane. As well as he has made it official, it will be Bayley taking on Kairi Sane for that Women's World Championship at the Royal Rumble. Big matchup there, but an even also bigger matchup here with the LWO taking on D-Generation X. DX is your Raw Tag Team Champions, but how will they fare against the LWO here tonight? It's a massive night, ladies and gentlemen. Like we mentioned, 3 total championships on the line tonight. Still to come, we've got the United States Championship as well as a massive main event to determine the contender for Gunther's World Championship at the Royal Rumble. But we're focused on this matchup right here, ladies and gentlemen. D-Generation X, Braun Breaker, and Big E looking to continue their brutality of this tag team division. Will they be able to get through Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio, or will the LWO continue to not only get stronger, but will they be able to add some championship gold to their repertoire? Braun Breaker and Big E know how to win the big matches, I should say. Breaker, former NXT champion, former NXT UK champion, now one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. And then Big E, former Intercontinental Champion, one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Championship reigns in series history. But now looking to hold those Raw Tag Team Championships even longer. This is a crucial period for all the champions and challengers right now, because like I mentioned before on Monday Night Raw here, and I'm going to mention on every episode of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, all these moments are crucial leading up to the pay-per-views, especially when you get to the Elimination Chamber, the Royal Rumble, to WrestleMania. Everything is going to starting to get tighter. Everyone's going to be risking to do it all to get themselves a championship match or a match on the card.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 375 pounds, Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio.
So we get an opportunity for Santos Escobar to get his first ever championship here in WWE.
515 pounds. They are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Big E and Braun Breaker,
D-Generation X looking to continue to keep that championship gold around their waist. And it could be a big night for D-Generation X, not only retaining the Raw Tag Team Championships, but Dolph Ziggler has that massive matchup tonight in your Fatal 4-Way, to where if he wins, he goes on to the Royal Rumble and he'll face off with Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Referee has officially started the matchup. We're going to get Santos Escobar and Big E to kick us off here tonight in this opening bout. Certainly Big E has a fair share of massive matches in his career. Santos Escobar, you could say the same, certainly, but a lot of his wins over the last couple months to year are over big-time superstars, literally big dudes like Omos, Bronson Reed, and so on and so forth. So dealing on with a big man like Big E, you could honestly give the upper advantage to Santos Escobar, which is, you can't really say that about a lot of superstars when they're facing a bigger superstar. That's like trying to say Rey Mysterio is going to have the advantage against the Great Khali. Yes, in the speed department, but once Khali gets his hands on you, it is game over. But you can never count out a man like Rey Mysterio, one of the best ever to do it here in WWE and also in wrestling history. One of the best little men in the history. One of the best lucha libre superstars in our time. We go with that tag and allow Braun Breaker, up-and-coming superstar, fair share of his own big matches. He stomps right into the midsection there, and Braun Breaker going to rub it into everyone here in OKC. And now here comes Santos looking to change the tide of this matchup. Nice snap suplex there from Escobar. And like we mentioned, this could be the first championship Escobar actually wins in his career. Escobar has certainly been close on multiple occasions, not only in NXT, but here on Raw. But it just has not been able to get it done. But pairing himself with Rey Mysterio, you got to believe that will help him out. Ladies and gentlemen, also we have a lot to talk about from NXT TakeOver and Survivor Series. It was a great weekend, and we'll be talking about one of the shocking moments that occurred this previous weekend, where we saw the Bloodlines, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and The Rock defeat the Usos and Rikishi. After that very matchup, Jimmy and Jey Uso were seen kind of talking back and forth on the stage, and then all of a sudden, shockingly, Jimmy Uso super kicking his own brother in the face, out of all things, and then would continue with a beatdown. And tonight here on Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso will be here tonight, and it sounds like from what he is going to be saying, or from what we understand, why he has requested some time, is it seems like certainly they're maybe just a little bit of not just being pissed off Jey Uso, but a confused Jey Uso, just in the terms of, you know, what in the hell did my brother do? So Jey Uso will be out here later on tonight to address the situation between him and his brother. It's one of the craziest things, man. It's, you know, I mean, Jimmy does have a, I guess you could say, you could kind of agree with what Jimmy said, just at least one of his points, when he said that, you know, Jey Uso put them in that position. Jey Uso could have easily, you know, respected Roman Reigns, but he decided not to. He continued to run his mouth, but you could also say Jimmy didn't help the situation as well. So certainly it's just one of those situations. It's back and forth. It's what a maneuver. A flying cross body from Santos Escobar. Braun Breaker was on the rope already, and he connected with a flying crossbody, taking Breaker out to the floor. How crazy is that? I think that's the first time ever in series history to see a brutal maneuver like we just witnessed Santos hit on Braun Breaker. Absolutely craziness. Just in the trying to get the timing of that down is absolutely special to get that done. As, oh no, that knee taken out of Big E, and now Santos going to go after Braun Breaker there. Referee is, I believe, he got to a 7 there. As a stunner takes down Braun Breaker, and now back in the ring we go. LWO could be moments away from winning the Tag Team Championships, as Escobar with that drop kick out of nowhere. Big E is in trouble. That blood's just dripping down his face right now, and Big E has to go to work now on Santos if they want to retain this championship here. It's a good thing by Big E right now, staying on Santos Escobar here. And look at that, Big E's all fired up here. This is not what Escobar wants. You do not want a fired up big man. And now here comes one of the best spears in the game today. Braun Breaker looking to spear in half this LWO and kind of take away any of their chances for the Tag Team Championships. Braun Breaker, couldn't really tell what he was maybe trying to do, but it took way too much time, and he eats a drop kick. Here comes Escobar off the ropes, big time leg drop. And now here comes Rey Mysterio, gonna get himself some Braun Breaker. This is honestly a big time matchup. You know, you got a future WWE Hall of Famer, and then also you got Braun Breaker that, just recently gotten the business over a year now, and certainly he's had his big-time matches like we mentioned, so certainly facing off with a WWE Hall of Famer, that does big things for Braun Breaker, ladies and gentlemen. As now Braun Breaker attacking the quads and now looking to connect with a brutal power bomb. Down goes Mysterio, and I'm thinking Braun may be having a spear in mind for Rey Mysterio, but from the looks of it, it looks like Mysterio realizes that and is just trying to get the heck out of the way as much as he can, because that spear, he knows how deadly that spear is. He's seen it firsthand, and also he's seen it other superstars deal with. That military press slam into the pinfall. Will this be enough to retain? No, Mysterio with a strong kick out there. Degeneration X wasn't expecting this matchup to go this long. Certainly a big power bomb there. Brutal power bomb. And now here comes the big man, Big E, looking to put the final pieces on this match. Certainly maybe a big ending, maybe certainly a spear through the middle rope. You just never know when it comes to Big E. And did you see that drop kick to the knee of Big E? But it didn't even phase Big E. It hurt him maybe a little bit, but it didn't do too much. And that just tells you something about Big E, ladies and gentlemen, with just how damn good he is. Oh, drop kick to the knee again. And it looks like Mysterio might have a game plan for those knees there, Big E. Big E, before joining up with WWE, had knee surgery. But former offensive lineman, or former lineman for the Iowa Hawkeyes in football. So certainly, it's something to keep an eye out on. Big E hasn't had too many issues with his knees in WWE so far, so hopefully for his sake tonight, it will work out in his favor as a pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? What a strong kick out from Big E. Degeneration X could be moments away from losing their tag team championships, ladies and gentlemen. Santos now has Big E on the top rope here. Oh, what the hell? Santos Escobar trying to do something from the top rope, but Big E with a power bomb. Almost like a last ride as Big E making fun of the New Day with that Big E, or that clap there, as now Mysterio gonna look to tune up the band with the 619 right to the face, the bloodied face there. And now Rey gonna look to maybe connect with that frog splash here, and it connects right to the ribs. Are we gonna see new tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen? Pinfall 2. No, Breaker saves the day. And now this is what Rey needs to do. He needs to keep Big E down right now. Oh, what a big clothesline. Especially with Escobar being down and out at ringside. It's technically a 2-on-1 situation as Big E trying to crawl. He's eating a lot of damage in this matchup, but Rey Mysterio right there to keep it down. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is your United States Championship matchup, as it will be Bronson Reed and Tommaso Ciampa. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves new Raw Tag Team Champions. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. Breaker not able to get in there in time, and just like that, we have ourselves new champions. Look at this, 619 just a couple minutes ago from Mysterio, eventually hitting the Frog Star, or the 5-star Frog Splash. Look at Mysterio trying to get that pinfall enough. Breaker didn't realize that Big E was going to be down and out, and this is the first championship in Santos Escobar's whole career. A massive moment for the LWO, and it gets them championship gold around their waist, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as now, before we get to your United States Championship matchup, there is Jey Uso, main event, Jey Uso, and he's going to have a lot of stuff on his mind tonight, ladies and gentlemen, addressing the situation as, wait, what the hell? That's Jimmy Uso, that's his brother, the man that attacked him last night. Are you kidding me? No, not like this, no, god damn it. This is not how I wanted this to go down tonight. Jimmy Uso taking it to his brother, laying waste to his own flesh and blood. I honestly thought maybe, just maybe, it was frustrations by Jimmy Uso. But now we are getting Jimmy Uso just full out attacking his own flesh and blood. This is absolutely horrendous. Can somebody stop him? Can we please get some officials out here? Can we get Shawn Michaels out here? No! Oh my goodness. Right to the midsection there, and probably even possibly on the legs there. Oh my god. And now Jimmy going to work on his brother again. Come on. This is just uncalled for. But of course Jimmy Uso wants to send a message to his own flesh and blood, to his own damn brother, with that Uso splash. And now Jimmy gonna toss his brother to the outside, and it looks like Jimmy is requesting a microphone. Someone please explain to me why my idiotic brother is getting TV time and not me. Nobody wants to hear what main event Jey Uso has to say. Everybody wants to talk about why I did what I did to my own brother last night. I already talked about it briefly, but the main reason I did this was because this is Jey Uso's fault. The reason why myself and Jey are not in the bloodline anymore. But I want to be in the bloodline. So Roman, if you could, my tribal chief, can you come out here? And I want to speak to you face to face, man to man. Well, it sounds like, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Uso is gonna get his wish. The tribal chief is here. The head of the table, Roman Reigns, the former World Heavyweight Champion, is here tonight at Day 1 Raw. What will Roman Reigns have to say to Jimmy Uso, the man that was kicked out of the bloodline? The Rock and Roman Reigns made that official, but certainly Roman Reigns, I mean, you never know what the tribal chief may have to say. He's the second ever King of the Ring here, ladies and gentlemen, where he won the King of the Ring and became World Heavyweight Champion before Drew McIntyre would cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. I can only imagine what is on Roman Reigns' mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going to end well, possibly, this, or it could go very well for Jimmy Uso. You just never know. Referee may honestly want to get involved here. Jimmy now getting back inside the ring, and it seems like something may go down here. You never know. Let's see what the tribal chief has to say to his cousin. Oklahoma City and Jimmy Uso, acknowledge me. But now, since that is over with, and now I set my eyes on the Royal Rumble, I officially will be in the Royal Rumble match, but it seems like I have another thing to deal with, and it seems to be you, Jimmy. I heard it last night at Survivor Series, and I'm hearing it now again, Jimmy, that you want to rejoin the bloodline. And I can see what you're saying. It wasn't technically your fault. It was Jay's fault for not respecting me, respecting our own flesh and blood. But you didn't necessarily tell him to stop either. How about this, Jimmy? I'll give you a way to get yourself back into the bloodline. At the Royal Rumble, it will be brother versus brother. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, 1-on-1. If you win, you're back in the bloodline. You should see what I've already done to my own flesh and blood, Jey Uso, last night and even just now. I'm willing to do anything to get back in the bloodline. And at the Royal Rumble, if I must have to go through my own brother Jey Uso, I will do that. I acknowledge my tribal chief. That is a good start, Jimmy, but if I were you, I'd start game planning for your own brother. He knows you like his other side of his hand. So, I suggest get ready to go to Toronto and game plan for your brother. I'll see you guys at the Royal Rumble.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your United States Championship matchup. Can Tommaso Ciampa pick up a massive win and become the new United States Champion? Or will the colossal Bronson Reed continue his reign of terror here on Monday Night Raw? Having DIY back here in WWE is a pleasant surprise, making a big name for themselves in the tag team division, and certainly will be. I'm assuming they were keeping their eyes on that Raw Tag Team Championship matchup where they saw the LWO become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. But tonight, for Tommaso Ciampa and company, it's all about winning that United States Championship and dethroning the colossal Bronson Reed. And that is not going to be an easy feat to do. And of course, for Bronson Reed, he's going to have company by his side, that being Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, known as A-Town Down, or A-Town Down Under. Being told that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory are looking to get themselves into the tag team division here on Monday Night Raw. And I mean, honestly, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller has a lot of potential as a tag team. We'll see how that goes in the near future and see if they can get themselves a possible opportunity for those Raw Tag Team Championships. Certainly the Raw Tag Team Championship division very uncertain after what happened tonight in the tag team division with new champions of Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. Will we have another new champion tonight in Tommaso Ciampa? Ciampa has won the Intercontinental Championship, former NXT champion, former NXT Tag Team champion. So we'll see how it fares for Mr. Ciampa tonight. All for that prestigious United States Championship. A lot of massive names have held that championship, from the likes of Roman Reigns, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, and so many others.
Weighing in at 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa.
And also John Cena, AJ Styles, Seth frickin' Rollins, Finn Balor. So many massive names, like I mentioned.
Weighing in at 330 pounds, he is the WWE United States Champion, Bronson Reed.
And how can you forget Austin Theory, A-Town Down himself? Austin Theory has a former United States champion as well. Theory here at ringside. We're going to watch his business partner in action as he takes on Bronson Reed, or watches this business partner Bronson Reed take on Tommaso Ciampa for that United States Championship right there. What a beautiful belt that is. Massive matchup though. Can Ciampa pick up Bronson Reed? That's going to be a big question in this matchup. Referee has officially started the matchup. Here we go. Ciampa and Bronson Reed. Can Ciampa chop down the big man? The numbers game is a part of Bronson Reed and company. It's a 3-on-2 situation. Obviously, it's a one-on-one situation inside the ring, but Ciampa is going to have to be very careful with the numbers game of Grayson Waller and Tommaso Ciampa. Or Grayson Waller, pardon me, and Austin Theory. As in, what a knee strike. You could hear that from the top of the arena here in Oklahoma City. What a absolute brutal knee strike. And Bronson Reed going to roll out of the way, and I don't blame him. Got some cobwebs loosened up there as Ciampa realizing that he has to get himself back in the ring. And no, just like that, Reed changes up the momentum early on here. And that is not what Ciampa wants here. Is look at this, Bronson Reed with a brutal power bomb here. Ciampa stunned right now. And oh no, the stinger splash in the corner. And oh my goodness. I thought, did Ciampa actually get out of that? I don't know if he got out of it fully, but enough to, I guess, to get himself some momentum on his side momentarily. And for all 5 of these members inside and outside of this ring, ladies and gentlemen, certainly would love to get themselves an opportunity in this year's Royal Rumble matchup. Anything is very well possible. Certainly, you just never know who may show up at the Royal Rumble, who will kick us off, who will come out at number 1, number 30. We will be figuring out who that's going to be, as we'll be seeing a gauntlet match on SmackDown to see who will be number 30 in the Royal Rumble match. Doesn't mean that 29 other superstars in that matchup won't be able to outlast number 30, but certainly we know for sure number 30 will be a SmackDown superstar. As there comes Ciampa, that jumping knee strike, it stunned Reed, and wait a minute, Ciampa now, that swinging neck breaker, oh my goodness, brutal neck breaker, if I may say so myself. Is that enough? Could it be? No. Bronson Reed still fighting for his life. That was a brutal DDT, or swinging neck breaker. And now Ciampa. Oh, this is vintage Ciampa with that brutal DDT. Is that enough to put away Reed? No, Bronson Reed kicks out at 2.5. Man, that DDT spiking Bronson on top of his head. Ciampa right now has all the moment, and he isn't exactly in his moment right now. Ciampa right now just bringing the fight to the United States Champion, and that's what you have to do. Ciampa is one of those superstars that won't back down from a fight. Good or bad, it does not matter who's on top of that mountain, especially with how damn good Ciampa is, ladies and gentlemen. And now Ciampa, a brutal knee strike, oh my goodness. Bronson Reed needs to figure out something quickly, because this man, Tommaso Ciampa, is just putting a stomping of a lifetime right now here on Raw. Ciampa now going to go with that swinging DDT, spiking him right on his face. And Ciampa's just eating up this Oklahoma City crowd, absolutely loving it. It looks like nobody is sitting down at this moment. There's a big clothesline STO situation there from Reed. This is the moment Reed needs right now. Any moment in this matchup where he has to change up the trajectory of it, this is the moment, a key factor in this matchup. Uh-oh, Bronson Reed. What is this colossal of a superstar? Your United States Champion, what is he thinking here? Suicide dive, banging him right up against that Raw announce table right in front of us. But look at Ciampa right up to his feet, though. That has to be pure adrenaline. And now Bronson Reed going to bring him back down to earth. Holy cow. Just when you thought maybe it could be the end for your United States Champion, is continuing to fight. Bronson Reed, oh no, dropping him out the back of his neck. Referee now at a 6. Both men need to get themselves back in the ring. Tommaso Ciampa thrown back in there first. And just like that, we got ourselves a even ball game, at least at this moment. It's like Reed focusing on that neck area. Ciampa's had his sure issues with his neck over the years, so something certainly to keep an eye out on. And Ciampa was just busted open. Reed now going to focus on the lower back. This is just how dangerous Tommaso Ciampa is, and soon you could say the same thing about Bronson Reed as well, ladies and gentlemen. He's been on a hot streak over this past year, unlike many superstars here in WWE. Swinging power slam, is that enough? No. Ciampa kicks out his, look at that blood just dripping down the face. Reed has that steel chair tossed in the ring by, I don't know if that was Theory or Waller, but maybe I was gonna say maybe a possible disqualification if Reed decides to use that. As that big spine buster takes down Ciampa. Is this enough? No, Ciampa kicks out again. Oh no. Reed looking to put the cherry on top of the sundae. If he hits this, it's game over. Bronson Reed with the tsunami. And it is it. Bronson Reed with a barn burner of a matchup. But ultimately, Bronson Reed stays the United States champion after getting his butt kicked for most of the matchup, digs down deep, and he survives Ciampa. Holy crap. Look at Ciampa. That blood is just dripping down his face. He went through an absolute war, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup between Bronson Reed and Ciampa. Certainly a match of the year candidate, honestly, going into Royal Rumble season. But like I said, who's gonna be able to knock off Bronson Reed, man? This guy is a whole different ball game. Well, certainly a massive, massive win for Bronson Reed as we get ready for your massive fatal four-way matchup. Big question, though, is what is going to be next for your United States champion, Bronson Reed? Is what the hell? Business partners going at it. Austin Theory laying waste to the champion. And now Theory. Theory now again. Going to look for a town down. Down goes Reed. What in the hell is going on right now? What the hell are we witnessing here? And now Grayson Waller back in the ring here, super kicking Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed being busted open now. This is pretty shocking, ladies and gentlemen. The business partners of Bronson Reed are taking it to Bronson Reed right now, realizing it, this might be the opportunity to maybe dethrone the champion. Now, I don't know if that's the best idea, but certainly that is being thrown out here at this moment. Absolutely craziness going here on Monday Night Raw. We have not seen this in a long time, but Grayson Waller with through the ropes stunner there from Grayson Waller. And now it seems like this partnership that Austin Theory had with Bronson Reed, that all of a sudden has gone up in smokes, and now it seems like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory may be going their separate ways away from the colossal United States champion here on Monday Night Raw. As again, Grayson Waller not done yet. Gonna attempt to go for a second time here. Another stunner just for good measures. And the Aussie takes down the colossal Bronson Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just mere moments away from a massive fatal four-way matchup. CM Punk seems like he is getting ready for his matchup. That's Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins looking for some revenge here, as now Punk getting attacked by Seth frickin' Rollins here. Wait a minute, Seth now. Wait a minute, no. Seth, he's gonna do it. He's gonna stomp CM Punk right on that concrete, right in front of our backstage area. Seth Rollins sending a message to CM Punk here. Backstage, will Punk be ready for his match? Well, shocking development these last couple moments from Austin Theory and Grayson Waller attacking Bronson Reed. And it seems like that partnership is out the window. It seems like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller maybe wanting to come after that United States Championship now. They're thinking that might be the right time. We'll see if we can ever get some word with Theory and Waller. And then moments ago, Punk was backstage getting ready for his matchup in the backstage area, and then all of a sudden attacked by Seth Rollins. Rollins is still out for revenge after CM Punk has beaten him twice in the middle of that ring, but every time CM Punk has attacked him afterwards. So Rollins looking to send a message, and certainly Punk has gotten it, and I'm getting word from Shawn Michaels' office right now that this matchup is now a triple threat elimination matchup, scheduled to be a fatal four-way, but CM Punk, after being stomped multiple times on the concrete back there, will not be medically cleared to compete. So now it will be down to AJ Styles, Logan Paul, and Dolph Ziggler. Absolute craziness going down as here comes the Maverick Logan Paul, the one that picked up the victory for Team Raw over SmackDown. CM Punk was ever gracious in that moment. CM Punk could have honestly picked up the win, but he gave Logan Paul the opportunity, and Logan Paul would be the one picking up the win for Monday Night Raw. And could you imagine a big-time matchup, a World Heavyweight Championship matchup, where Logan Paul would be in a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther? Certainly not a matchup I would be expecting whatsoever. You got two phenomenal, and no point intended when I say phenomenal, in AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler, the show-off and the leader of D-Generation X, but you have a man like Logan Paul that's trying to establish himself, and ever since Miz has moved over to SmackDown, Logan Paul has found an identity here on Raw, like it or not, and Logan Paul could be a couple pinfall or submissions away from going on to have one of the biggest matches of his entire career against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. And putting those words in my own mouth, that is just absolutely crazy to even think about. We could be getting that. But certainly we could get a Dolph Ziggler and Gunther matchup. That would be one hell of a bout, as well as we could be getting AJ Styles and Gunther. Those two have certainly gone back and forth. Gunther is, if I remember correctly, has dominated that type of matchup. So certainly, there's definitely some possible outcomes that we've never seen before. Logan Paul, Gunther, Ziggler and Gunther, certainly. Anything is possible now, especially we could have got CM Punk and Gunther, but that may have to wait another day. Or at least it won't be happening at the Royal Rumble. And now the odds are a little bit better for these three superstars. It is only 33.3% of a chance to win this matchup, but certainly it was a lot better than 25%. As we are just mere moments away from starting this main event of Day 1 Raw, AJ Styles, Logan Paul, and Dolph Ziggler. Who's going to walk out victorious? Referee has officially started the matchup. Here we go. And nice face buster takedown, and Ziggler takes down Styles. Certainly going to be a lot of key moments in this matchup. So many phenomenal things could happen in this matchup. Ziggler certainly would love to get himself an opportunity again for that World Heavyweight Championship. He was very close when he was feuding with Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns to become World Heavyweight Champion, and you've honestly could have thought, oh, so look at that maneuver. What? This could be it. Logan Paul almost eliminated. But there's moments at SummerSlam where we thought Dolph Ziggler was going to walk out with that World Heavyweight Championship, but ultimately it was the help of Solo Sikoa getting Roman Reigns to win that World Heavyweight Championship. Nice drop kick there from Logan Paul, but Like we said, this is an elimination matchup, so these superstars don't necessarily have to break up the pinfall in these moments. Anything is possible in these type of matches. AJ Styles, he has been on a heck of a roll these last couple months as well. Certainly he could, honestly, I would say with what he's looked like these last couple months, I think AJ honestly should be a favorite, one of the favorites to win the Royal Rumble matchup. As, oh, a little bit of a crossface maneuver to Logan Paul. Will the Maverick have to tap out here? Center of the ring. Ziggler is not going to break this up, so Logan Paul is going to have to figure out something quickly, and he does. Ziggler now with a back suplex, going to try to take down Styles as much as he can. And if I was Logan Paul, I would let Styles and Ziggler go at it right now. It'd be the best opportunity, but Styles now going to go ahead and hit the Styles Clash on the Maverick. Will this be enough to eliminate Logan Paul? Yes, it is. And just like that, you have the phenomenal AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler main eventing Monday Night Raw, eliminating the, you could say, the underdog of the matchup there. Look at Ziggler going back and forth here. Swinging neck breaker very close to that shovel. It's all for the opportunity to go on to the Royal Rumble and face off for the World Heavyweight Championship. Uh-oh. Gonna go for that big time calf killer here. Calf killer. Referee not calling the rope break, says she shouldn't. No rope breaks will be called in this situation. Oh, big kick to the skull there. Styles keeping on Ziggler at the moment. You gotta be very careful when you face off with Dolph Ziggler. Certainly very underrated in a lot of aspects. And certainly Styles is not gonna overlook a man like Dolph Ziggler. This man is, it's been very close in his career for that championship. Just has not been able to, being screwed out by the bloodline, which, it sucks for Ziggler, but when you are who you are right now, a lot of people aren't going to have sympathy for you, especially with him being the leader of D-Generation X and how they carry themselves. Ziggler bound not to be too happy with what happened earlier on tonight with D-Generation X losing their tag team championships to Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio of the LWO. Styles a brutal DDT to the outside here. And I believe for Shawn Michaels and Triple H, certainly they would love for Ziggler to figure out something with the group to get those championships back in the tag team division, but also for Ziggler to show the whole world what Ziggler has said for 15, 20 years, saying that he's the best of the best and that he's the show-off. And it doesn't matter if he's the kickoff, if he's the main event, if he's the mid card of the show, he will show off and be the best matchup of the whole entire night. Shawn Michaels and Triple H want Ziggler and this D-Generation group to dominate Monday Night Raw. And this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Ziggler now. Ooh, throwing him right into the barricade again. And for this matchup, there is no countouts. Pinfall or submission happens in the middle of that ring, all with an opportunity to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. That clothesline hit enough of it, AJ Styles, but not enough to keep him down. Styles now, is he thinking phenomenal forearm? Styles taking too much time, and he's going to eat a drop kick for taking too much time. The matchup continues as Styles now. Oh, he's got himself a hockey stick. I don't think OKC is really known for hockey as far as I'm aware, but certainly, why not? It's a very underrated weapon in the terms of this matchup. Do you guys believe we are going to see AJ Styles take on the phenomenal, or AJ Styles take on the Ring General World Heavyweight Champion Gunther? Or can the show-off be the man that will lead D-Generation X into the future and be the one to take on Gunther. Right now it's been so close that you just don't know. And certainly with Logan Paul being eliminated kind of early in this matchup, it allows these two superstars to go at it. I figured with how Logan Paul was going, since Miz has moved over to SmackDown, I was thinking that Logan Paul might be able to make a quick run here. But at least not tonight will be his time. Styles now tossing Ziggler back in the ring. Ziggler down and out at this very moment. Styles now. We all know what he's looking for. Styles going for the phenomenal forearm. Misses. Ziggler trying to capitalize on this opportunity. Is this it? No. Styles kicks out at 2.5. And now what is Ziggler doing? Wasting time. Oh, he's got himself a trusty steel chair. I don't know if that's the best idea in this moment as he gets his brains bashed in right on that steel chair there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brutal, but somehow Ziggler is still in this matchup. And there you go, Ziggler with a suplex. Ziggler now really needs to figure out what type of offense he needs to work on, and that suplex certainly will help out favors there. Ooh, and then a brutal DDT as well. Little by little, Ziggler needs to continue this momentum that he has. Ziggler now, what is he thinking? Kendo stick time? No, he eats a flying cross body to the outside. It seemed like maybe Styles was, or I should say Ziggler was possibly having something in mind of something maybe super kick in the corner, but Styles has the upper hand, especially that brutal neck breaker to the outside. This matchup has become very physical once the elimination of Logan Paul has occurred. This matchup probably would have gone differently if Styles would have hit that phenomenal forearm, but Ziggler not gonna allow the matchup to go out that way. That's a nice drop kick again from AJ Styles. And ladies and gentlemen, I am being told right now we are going to have ourselves another matchup at the Royal Rumble. Not only is Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso confirmed, brother versus brother will go at it at the expense of Roman Reigns, where if Jimmy Uso defeats Jey, Jimmy gets back in the bloodline. Not only will we see that matchup, we will also see a unsanctioned matchup between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Shawn Michaels is making that match official for the Royal Rumble, 1-on-1. Ziggler moving out of the way of the kendo stick shot. Styles moving out of the way of that clothesline that Ziggler was trying to connect with. And Styles now again looking to hit that phenomenal forearm, and he connects. Massive, massive forearm, and certainly that is going to be it. Yes, it is. AJ Styles is going to the Royal Rumble, and he will be facing the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Styles eliminated Logan Paul and would go on to eliminate Dolph Ziggler. What a main event. What could have happened if CM Punk was actually in this matchup? Maybe Punk could have went on to main event or have at least a big matchup there against Gunther, but that may happen another day. But now we got Styles and Gunther live at the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Massive, massive match coming your guys' way live in Toronto, Canada. Styles, Gunther, World Heavyweight Championship.